Hi, I just want to preface by saying this. I think Dokibird did nothing wrong. For this video, I'm just going to read through the entire document. I will not have any inputs. So if people are busy, they are driving, going to the gym, and they want to get some context for a document, they can just listen to this video. Start. Full statement on the charity auction and the recent allegations. To everyone following the situation regarding the charity auction, I want to address the claims that have been circulating, particularly in the recent video. This has been an incredibly difficult experience, but I believe the full story deserves to be heard. First and foremost, I accept that the handling of this auction item was far from ideal. I want to sincerely apologize to those impacted, especially the winner, for the delays and the confusion, and I tremendously appreciate the patience and the support of the winner has shown me. I take responsibility for how things unfolded, but I also want to be transparent about the challenges that were taking place behind the scenes, many of which have not been shared publicly until now. I feel it is time that I share this with everyone, as I have come to terms with what has occurred this summer. At the time of this auction was concluding, I was in the middle of a serious and distressing transition. My previous management team has taken full control of my brand, and I was actively working with my lawyers and the police to reclaim ownership of Dokibird. During this time, I was also forced to move out of my home under police supervision. A situation so severe it required formal reports to help and the help of personal friends and staff. It was during this incredibly turbulent time that the charity item fell into the hands of my team while I was trying to survive and restart my life from the ground up. I won't go into too much detail, but this screenshot is a snapshot of how bad it was. On the screen, there is a Discord chat screenshot. There's a message from Dokibird dated year 2024, July the 29th at the 6:01 p.m. Dokibird, she just left. This message from Dokibird. She just left. I only have a small window of time to leave the apartment before she comes back. Are the police coming? Because I won't be coming home. Sorry, it says, are the police coming? Because I won't be home when they do. Here is a response from an anonymous party. The anonymous party said, exit the apartment, they are almost there. Message from Dokibird, I'm packing up right now to leave. Message from anonymous party, grab a charger, officers calling you. Another message from anonymous party, please let me know if everything is okay. End of screenshot. Page 2. So to be fair, my team and I were under a lot of pressure. We still came out of this and had to immediately start packing. We still came out of this and had to immediately start to pick up the pieces of the business. And during this time, there was no attempt from the other side to follow up or reach out after the initial silence. My staff wasn't sure how to proceed, and I, truthfully, was overwhelmed and unable to manage the situation while trying to re-establish basic stability in my personal and professional life. Below is a Discord screenshot. Anonymous party sent on year 2024, August the 5th at 3:13 a.m. Hey Doki, there's a metric ton of work that's still unfinished, unaddressed, and as much as I would like to give the room to let you settle in the move, shit needs to get done. We can't keep pushing things back. It's already unprofessional and that things have been delayed this long. Point 1. The charity auction still has multiple items that need addressing. The most important being the custom PC, which has still made no progress. And I have received another inquiry as to where the plan for it is. Bottom line is there needs to be a new builder arranged at least a budget bracket 6.6k USD allocated to either build the thing or reimburse the bidder in full. And screenshot by message by anonymous sender. Document. Eventually, I stepped back in personally to handle the PC build when it became clear it was dragging on too long. I contacted the builder myself and was informed of a prior medical emergency. Still, no follow-up ever came from Ben afterwards. Despite months passing, and I had to initiate contact again. As for the auction process itself, the starting bid was always intended to reflect on the cost of the item. This was standard across all auction pieces. And many artists we work with can confirm this. I was confused when the PC build kept increasing in core price from 6k to 8k to 12k and 14k. With no consistent rationale, I even offered to pay more than the original bid due to the delays. But the shifting figures and the eventual threats of daily penalties for missing an arbitrary deadline left me overwhelmed and unsure if I could continue the partnership. The builder provided irrational hours in the time log, asking for obscene amounts, and the servers we never agreed on. Eventually, I was told I will owe 4k cancellation fee, yet I had not agreed to any final scope or cost. There was no contract signed between me, Dokibird, and Len directly. Here's one of the quotes they sent us. Screenshot. Below is a screenshot. It states hardware. It lists a list of components from case to fan, RAM, CPU, etc. Next column shows amount in British pound. Next column shows amount in US dollars. Notes showing the specs of the PC. The total cost is £12,062. And the USD amount reached a total cost of $14,964 US dollars. And screenshot. Next page. Document. And the timesheet they claim to have accumulated already for 120 hours, which my staff and I found untruthful, especially when I was not shown any proof of labor. We requested if there was a way to provide us proof, which was then also ignored. Below is a screenshot. Title, calculator simplified timesheet. Creator, censored, Client at Dokibird. Reference censored. Standard day rate £256. Below it says week 1, 13th of January, 17th of January 2025. And it's got every day from the 13th to the 31st of January marked as a full day. Each day marked as 8 hours, charging a day rate of £256. On the right side of the screenshot, there is another column saying week 1, total hours worked, 40 hours, weekly total, £1,280. Then it's got week 2 of the same amount, week 3 of the same amount, accumulating up to £3,840, which is 120 hours. End screenshot. Throughout this, I'll just document. Throughout this, I asked for one thing multiple times. A time-lapse video of the PC build that was drafted, which the builder themselves said originally existed. They told us it existed. And I asked if I could see it, but I was then ignored. I even stated in writing that I will pay the full amount, no question asked. Despite multiple requests by me and my staff via email, it was never delivered. At this point, the builder's behavior was showing bad face to me, the buyer. Screenshot from Dokibird, year 2025, February 12th. We have requested this item multiple times in various emails and DMs, and you have stated that you will provide them, but we still have yet to receive the items. We said that we are willing to provide compensation if these items are provided, so we don't understand why this has been ignored multiple times. End screenshot. Next screenshot. Email from Dokibird team on the 13th of February 2025. We have never agreed or communicated on any pricing of anything for you to make a call for us, and that this will be a chargeable service. No other company does this, and you did not make it clear to us that you are charging us for this as a service in any shape or form when we reached out to you in 2025. You did not inform us that every time we interact, you will be charged. You claimed you have worked in the past before 2025 with Dokibird Production Inc. on things regarding a mock-up created about a year ago that you wish to get paid for the services provided, and that item isn't on your timesheet and wasn't charged. This raises even more questions on our end because you stated that the mock-up was the work that was being charged until you added the other items later, with no tangible proof wrapped up as a service that weren't communicated that this will cost money or further discussed, signed or approved upon. You have also disappeared for 6 months without notifying us in the beginning until 2 different management gave us talks with you. We also still have yet to receive the time-lapse video, which we requested multiple times, and you have stated you will provide it to us. If you do not have the time-lapse video, then please tell us the truth that you do not have the video. Then came 2 incredibly personal accusations that crossed a line for me. That I was pocketing charity money and that I did this for a tax write-off. These were not only false but deeply hurtful. All the money from the bids went directly to the charity through 2 to 5. I paid artists out of pocket, including shipping and production costs, and in some cases even covered or increased their rates myself. To be accused of using this for personal gain was crushing, especially as someone who has consistently tried to share what I have with others. Due to how emotionally charged the situation became, I chose to step away and let my team manage it more professionally. I was on a rare, long-awaited vacation at the time, while also suffering severe food poisoning and still trying to resolve the situation behind the scenes. This was well documented on stream and the social media. Anyone who knows me knows I rarely take time off. This was a trip to Japan for my first LAN Apex event, which has been planned for months. Eventually, I worked with a new PC builder using my hide case. I upgrade all the parts at my own expense and try to spend nearly 10k to deliver what was promised. Unfortunately, Amazon canceled the parts order shortly before the winner's travel date, meaning we could no longer deliver the PC in time. At that time, the winner and I mutually agreed that I would send them 7.5k to build their own non-existent PC. We consider the matter resolved. Screenshot from Dokibird, year 2025, 20 years of April and 10:44 p.m. Discord screenshot from Dokibird showing an order being placed. It says order placed, thanks. Confirmation will be sent to this email. It lists of the PC parts. And Dokibird said, here are all the parts. Also, all the parts won $9,395 USD in the end. 2 days later, the video was posted, and the payment had already been made, and the issue had been settled. The video description and the pinned comment were edited after the fact that I said I had paid the auction winner, but falsely implied I only did so because of public pressure. That's simply not true. Screenshot. This screenshot said you sent US 7,502 sensor name, transaction details, 2025 11th of May, and it shows a transaction of 7,500 US dollars, and it says equates to 10,899 Canadian dollars. The party who received this, the name has been blanked out. Document and screenshot. I didn't screenshot anything from our conversation in the Discord group because I had hoped to resolve this privately, without dragging it into the public eye. But in hindsight, that was naive. I've always tried to avoid public conflict, but now I'm being forced to defend myself from a one-sided narrative. The pain cuts deeper when I see people claiming that I did not want to pay because it was the most expensive item. That's not true. I had paid for other auction items valued even higher. And this was never about avoiding the payment. It was about trying to navigate an increasingly confusing, emotionally fraught, and mismanaged situation in the middle of one of the hardest years of my life. For context, I've always tried to treat artists I work with fairly. Sometimes I pay late because I am overwhelmed or unwell. And as my community knows, I have faced numerous health and personal challenges lately, but I always pay. I have covered late fees, offer bonuses, and donate to artists in need. Now, to now be accused of being manipulative or exploitative after everything I've given financially and emotionally is devastating. Next page. I'm not perfect. I get emotional. I talk from the heart. Not always a business-only place. Restart. Not always from a business-only place. And yes, I should have kept some personal matters out of these conversations. That's on me. But I'm only one person trying to keep everything afloat. To be called a manipulator or gaslighter when all I have done is try to fix things, learn and grow is deeply unfair. This entire experience has broken my heart. The statement was not something I ever want to write, but after being repeatedly asked to say something, and after having personal pain used for public drama, I feel exploited and I felt I had no choice. I hope this is the only time I have to speak for this. Moving forward, I will no longer be handling direct negotiations for my brand. I have learned that my emotional communication style makes me vulnerable to being misunderstood or misrepresented. And I don't want that to affect others. I hope people will take a moment to hear the full context, not just the most viral part of the story. Thank you to those who have shown patience, understanding, and support. Apologies for my break this week because I'm tired. All I want to do is spending time with my closest and only family right now. It's my dog had just got home after surgery and the rehabilitation. I'm still learning, I'm still healing, and I'm trying to do better every day. End of document. So from this, it looks like someone's trying to milk her for money for work they didn't do. The person she paid to do this PC build didn't have proof of work. She asked them for videos. She said, "Where's the video of you building this PC?" They said, they never responded. And they ghost her for 6 months in the middle. So I think Dokibird's fully in the right here. That video she's talking about is this. It's this drama farmer. I highly doubt that person making this hit video on Dokibird even watch any kind of streams. They don't watch VTubers. Just someone that got some traction or farming drama and they decide to jump in. That is the end of the video. The Google document will be linked in the reply. I hope you had a great time listening. I personally like to listen to streams when I'm driving as well. Just to keep myself occupied. I don't really like to listen to radios. Usually there's nothing of substance on the FM and AM radio, so I just listen to streams instead. Hope you have a great time, and if the content's good, feel free to subscribe, leave a thumbs up. That is all. I will see you another day.